Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Rise up, be me. Becoming yourself, body, mind, energy. It's a great message. It's a great way of understanding healing. Today I want to talk about the spiritual lockdown. I want to talk about that you're going to be given back your freedom because they're saying that everything is quietened down without me using the words because of the algorithmics on YouTube. But let's not get happy, because here's the plan. You're all going to go back. You're all going to go back out into the world. But I guarantee you this, you're going to get shut down again. So we have to wait and see if I'm correct or not. Going through this journey of understanding what life is, the more I've looked at it, the more I've tried to understand what exists on this planet. And as far as I can see, it's all BS. The whole thing, not just what's going on within our planet at the moment, but literally everything that you've been taught to understand about who you are, I think is completely wrong. And it's taken me a long time to be able to speak my words, to find my voice, because this is what it's all about. It's about understanding your voice. It's about understanding your life. So I believe it's a trick. Let's see if I'm correct or not, but I think this is a trick that everyone is going to go back and then something else is going to happen. So we'll see how this all pans out. Are you one of these people that have lost your businesses? Because I do understand what that means. We need to rethink. We need to relook at our lives, and we need to adjust, because I'm sure you're now getting to the point where you have realized that what is life? What is the meaning of life? And of course, it's all about a work, isn't it? It's all about a job. It's all about survival. Listening to your own soul is the most important thing. The things that I have discovered are very hard to explain sometimes, of how the soul works. But if you've ever watched these DNA programs, here in the UK we have DNA programs, and it takes celebrities through their stories of understanding who their ancestors were. The interesting thing about it is one of the things that I see that they're not talking about is the soul's journey. They just find it fascinating that 100 years ago your family was into entertainment, and so therefore 100 years later so are you in the entertainment world. Isn't that strange? Do you find that hard to believe sometimes? And here's one that I watched the other night, and they went and saw this graveside, this plot, and their great-great-grandmother died a pauper's death, which meant there wasn't really much there at the grave other than a number of the grave. The interesting thing about this is the young boy that was there had the number tattooed on his chest a long while ago, and it was the same number that was on the graveside. Don't you find that a bit strange? Don't you find that a bit weird? So who is in control? Everything at the moment is about DNA. Everyone's talking about DNA. Everything is DNA. But the truth of the DNA is understanding the story that you think that you are in control, but all in honesty, you're not, because the soul is leading the way. How many of you have had thoughts about what you want to do, but they never pan out? Nothing happens. It's not meant to. Because the soul's journey is the most important journey. And it seems like we are so uneducated in what this word, the soul, means. Now, it's a word. There's many different forms of languages that explains the soul. But is it the soul? Soul to me means symbol or sign of universal love. We've all come here to love, isn't it? Isn't that the way? Are we not here to spread love, understand love, and to enjoy love? Now, We've all been led to believe that it's all about a relationship and there you can only love one thing at a time. But loving life, what I discovered, is a completely different story. And I think the world of darkness doesn't want love on this planet. Think about it. Everyone wants love. But where is it? We don't truly understand what love is. You've heard me speak about naturalness as being the way forward, as being the key to understanding life. And I think that going through understanding what does spirituality mean, but most importantly, what does be me mean? What does it mean to you? I've spoken to many people that are confused, they are lost about who they are. And it's the outside world that's got them confused because nobody seems to understand what is going on. So freedom seems to be the answer, doesn't it? We all want our freedom. But even going back to what you call was freedom, that's not freedom. It's just that you've been shown the opposite, which means everything has been taken away, so therefore your freedom has been taken away. But in all honesty, all you're doing is you're going to go back, or they're going to reset us back to what we used to have. And no one was really happy with that anyway. Freedom from self. Freedom from the programming, which is be me. Body, mind, energy. Body-mind experience is all about understanding your own emotions, understanding your own energy, and to connect in with your true self, the true I. True I, funny enough, is my initials, T-I. True identity. True identity is my being me self. It's not my job. It's not my human self. The true I, the true identity of who I am, is the way I treat myself, the way that I communicate with my body-mind energy. Because if you can communicate with your body-mind energy in the right way, then all will be known. All will reveal itself to what is going on within your body. So, if you're going through this programming of trying to understand what it is that you're going through, understand it in three things. As I said, be me. I've worked on this for a long, long time, trying to escape what the program has been telling me that I should be doing. And it didn't work. And so therefore, you crash as a being. You've gave up. You've lost all hope. You don't know who you are. And the vibration that you are feeling creates an illness, a disturbance within your body. We all want love? Of course we do. We love love. It's a lovely feeling. The energy within the body changes its vibration. Rise up, be me. Doesn't say rise up being a human being, but it's discovering what is your true identity. What is the true I? Who are you really? And of course, you are an accumulation of everything that had ever been. Everything about your family is within you. You contain all of that information, but no one is talking about that information. Why do I do what I do? That was a big question for me. I didn't understand why I was doing what I was doing. But as time went on, and the soul and the DNA, which I believe is the soul's journey, because it's all connected to everything that ever was. And so therefore you start to access your own energy. As I've told many people, don't search for anything on the outside. What you are searching for is the true identity to who you are. And I bring that in 3 letters, 2 words called be me, as it is to be you. So discovering your true be me self is the way forward. Transformation is the key. Many of you are brilliant at your businesses. You may be brilliant at bringing up your families. But what you're not brilliant at is understanding the control of your own body, mind and energy. It seems like the world doesn't want you to discover who you truly are. Now, I've got to the point within my life where I've believed in a lot of things because I've taken it on face value, really, that everyone knows more than me or everyone is better than me. But now, I ain't so sure about that. I can see the equality of everybody. So therefore, looking at the way I see life now in Be Me beings, I see the Be Me being. We're looking at all of these different identities, men think they're women, women think they're man, and of course we're going into this new transgender race of understanding who they are. Where has this all come from? Because what they're doing is that they're losing their identity of who they are. Be Me brings it back home. Always only search for who you are within yourself. Do not search for anything on the outside of yourself. It will never happen. You will never find it. It doesn't matter what spirituality that you learn. It's not going to serve you any purpose, because I see it like this. If you was meant to be a Tibetan monk, you would have been born in Tibet. If you was meant to be an Indian guru, then you would have certainly have been born in India. But I wasn't, and nor are you. So what do we have? What we have left? Well, we need to understand who we are as a being. Because what we've got going on is our emotional problems and our dramas has destroyed the very fact of who you are. Be Meism. Be Me is it's a question mark. You discover what it means to you to be you. Let me give you a clue. You know what it's like to feel down, and you know what it's like to feel up. You have to have a ha-ha moment where you understand that your ups and your downs are very important. Which one do you like being? So how about it's just a feeling? And what you're looking for is to maintain a balance of feeling up, feeling good about oneself. And the only way that you can feel good about oneself is when you've understood, why are you so down? That's where I went. I went into that place that said, okay, I need to understand why I'm so down. And so therefore, when I looked into that, that was the recipe. That was the cure, not by slapping on love or getting another relationship or buying something else just to make you feel good. It doesn't last. What we're looking for is complete transformation, not change. Change does not kick it. We're in a world where everyone is confused. Everyone is lost in a certain amount of don't know who they are. I don't want to live a life of not knowing who I am, and I'm sure you don't. So body, mind, energy is the way for you to go. Work with that. Listen to my YouTubes. Try to understand what it is that I'm saying. Now, your mind might not get it. And I have many people turn around and say, Trev, I didn't get it at first, and I listened to you and I thought, what is he talking about? But as they have listened and have worked with it, now they're getting that ha-ha moment that says, oh, I get it. I now know what you're talking about. It's all about me, isn't it? I go, yeah, it is all about you. We're so busy trying to make somebody else happy. But who's making you happy? Who's making you feel healed? No one, really. And I talk to a lot of people, they want to change the world, they want to make the world a better place. Yeah, and I agree with that. I think it's a great place to start, but we have to start that within ourselves first. So that's why I bring the Be Me being. It's been a process that's taken me over 20 years to be able to formulate it and to be able to speak it with truth and honesty. My name is Trevor, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care.